Hello and welcome, my dear friend. If you're here, it means you're ready to hear this message. It's not by chance. Just like everything in the universe, this moment has a purpose. You know, every chosen one goes through this season before their breakthroughs. The season of brokenness. The darkest part of the night is just before the sun rises. Your breakthrough might be closer than you think, but sometimes it's hidden like a treasure buried beneath the dust of fear and doubt. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just be the turning point you've been waiting for. Understanding the season of brokenness. Let's start by understanding what the season of brokenness really is. It's not just a period of hardship or struggle, it's a sacred process where God actively works within us. Think of it as a refining fire, much like gold being purified. To achieve its purest form, gold must be put through intense heat to remove impurities. In a similar way, God uses our difficult seasons to purify our hearts, strip away what no longer serves us, and shape us into our highest selves. Remember, when we carry God's love within, even in hardship, our kindness becomes the greatest gift we can offer the world. During these times, our hearts are softened, our old patterns are challenged, and the areas where we've been holding back are brought into the light. We often resist change, but God is inviting us to let go of what no longer aligns with His vision for our lives. It's not just about enduring the discomfort. It's about embracing it, knowing that this is how we are being refined, prepared, and transformed. God is not merely removing the impurities, He's revealing the treasure that has always been within us. The deceptive lies of the enemy. One of the greatest challenges we face during our broken seasons is the voice of doubt, the whisper that says we are forgotten, unworthy, or that our struggles mean God has turned away. This is one of the enemy's oldest tricks, and it's designed to make us feel isolated and discouraged. But remember, trials are not signs of God's absence. They are often evidence of His active presence, preparing us for greater things. In John chapter 16, verse 33, we are reminded, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This isn't a promise of a trouble-free life. It's a promise that God is greater than any trouble we face. Just as a gardener prunes a plant to help it grow, God uses our challenges to remove what hinders us, clearing the way for new growth and opportunities. It's crucial to cling to God's promises during these times. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 tells us that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Our trials are not random, they are purposeful. God is using each struggle to shape us into vessels of His light. The lies of the enemy cannot stand against the truth that we are beloved, chosen, and continually being refined by the One who knows us best. Embracing the pruning process. Pruning is uncomfortable, but it's an essential part of growth. Sometimes it feels like God is taking things away from us, but in reality, He's making room for something far greater. This process often requires us to let go of old habits, outdated mindsets, and even certain relationships that no longer serve our divine path. It's not about punishment, it's about preparation. In John chapter 15, verse 2, Jesus explains, "Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, He takes away, and every branch that bears fruit, He prunes, that it may bear more fruit." Just like a master gardener, God knows exactly what to remove and what to nurture. He cuts away the dead and unfruitful areas of our lives so that we can grow in strength, wisdom, and spiritual maturity. Instead of resisting, we need to trust this process. Embrace the pruning with faith, knowing that God is shaping you for something magnificent. The very things you're losing today might be the things holding you back from the blessings of tomorrow. When you feel the cut, remind yourself that it's making space for new growth, new blessings, and new levels of your purpose. Suffering well, a call to faithful endurance. We live in a time that tells us to avoid pain at all costs, but there is power in learning to endure our struggles with grace. To suffer well means to maintain your faith, to keep trusting, and to continue praising God even in the darkest moments. It's not about pretending that everything is fine, it's about holding onto the truth that God is with you, even when life feels anything but certain. Jesus exemplified this during his own trials, showing us what it means to endure with purpose. He didn't ask to be spared from suffering, he asked that God's name be glorified through it. And through his endurance, we find the ultimate example of how to face our own hardships. When we offer up our pain, our fears, and our doubts, God can turn even the heaviest burdens into testimonies of his love and power. Don't waste your season of brokenness. Let it draw you closer to God. Let it deepen your faith, and let it refine your character. The praise that comes from a heart that's been through the fire is a powerful act of worship. It's a declaration that says, God, I trust you even now. It's in these moments that our faith becomes strongest, our worship most genuine, and our relationship with God most intimate. Finding strength in the valley. When we're going through our hardest seasons, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed, but these valleys are often where we find our greatest strength. Instead of seeing your pain as something to be avoided, view it as God's way of calling you closer. Just as a seed must first break before it can grow, our struggles often crack us open to the deeper parts of our purpose and potential. It's in the low points of life where we often discover the depth of our resilience and the beauty of God's grace. While it may not feel like it now, your valley is not a place of defeat. It's fertile ground for new beginnings. God is not abandoning you in your struggle. He's standing with you, guiding you through it, and using every challenge to shape you into the person you're meant to be. The story of Joseph is a powerful reminder that our trials can be the very stepping stones to our destiny. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and unjustly imprisoned, Joseph's lowest moments were all part of God's plan to elevate him to a position of influence and purpose. Your story, too, is being crafted in the same hands that guided Joseph. Trust that your present pain will one day give way to a future filled with God's promises. The promise of fruitfulness. Every season of brokenness has a purpose, and after the refining comes a season of fruitfulness. The trials you are facing now are setting you up for blessings beyond what you can imagine. Think about how Joseph, after all his hardships, was eventually called out of prison to stand before Pharaoh and was placed second in command over all of Egypt. When Pharaoh finally called for Joseph, all of his suffering culminated in a single moment that changed everything. He was elevated from the prison to the palace. His story teaches us that God uses our lowest moments to prepare us for our greatest opportunities. Just like Joseph, your current struggles are not in vain. They are refining you for the extraordinary path God has set before you. As it says in Genesis chapter 41, verses 41 to 42, "So Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh took his signet ring from his finger and put it on Joseph's finger. The same God who brought Joseph from the pit to the palace is working in your life right now, turning every hardship into a divine setup for your future." Living out the lessons of brokenness. So how do we navigate these difficult seasons? First, by surrendering to God's process. We must trust that He sees what we cannot and knows what's best for our journey. Just as gold must go through the fire to be purified, we too must go through our own refining processes. Embrace it with the understanding that each trial is a tool in God's hands, shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Second, worship in the midst of your pain. It's easy to praise when life is good, but the worship that comes from a place of brokenness is one of the most powerful declarations of faith you can make. When you lift your voice and your heart in the valley, it echoes louder than any mountaintop praise. Lastly, be patient with yourself and the process. God is not just interested in taking away your pain. He's using it to reveal your true strength, to develop your character, and to position you for greatness. Trust that what God removes, He replaces with something better. The pruning may be painful, but the fruit it produces is worth every tear. God's refining fire is not meant to destroy you, but to make you shine. Your broken season is not a detour. It's an essential part of your divine journey. Remember, God isn't interested in making your life easy. He's interested in making you whole. He's not just preparing blessings for you. He's preparing you for the blessings. Your season of brokenness is not the end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. Don't let the pain of today blind you to the promise of tomorrow. Hold on to hope, cling to your faith, and remember that God is with you every step of the way. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Keep pressing forward, because your story isn't finished yet. God is still writing, and the best chapters are yet to come. Thank you for taking this journey with me, my friend. If you found value in this message, please like the video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe. As you continue your growth journey, watch one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.